We've been talking for a long time, telling folks the right wing has really become the American Taliban. And many people just say, you're hyperventilating, you don't know what you're talking about. Then, of course, it happened. Again, today, the Southern Baptist Convention, the bastion of conservatism, the bastion of evangelical Christianity, they passed an edict. Two churches. And first of all, women cannot be pastors in churches, according to them. And the two churches, Saddleback, as well as another church, Foreign Creek Baptist Church, they were expelled out of the Southern Baptist Convention. That is the union of all these Baptist churches around the country. But worse, the vote wasn't even close. 92% of the people voted to expunge themselves of Fern Creek Baptist Church, which has women pastors, and 89% voted to get rid of that church, Saddleback, where there are women pastors. So I want to let you listen to the piece that MSNBC did on them, then we'll take it on the other side.
At the Southern Baptist Convention, representatives just voted overwhelmingly to oust churches with female pastors. I want to bring in NBC's Aaron Gilchrist, who is following this story for us. What exactly happened here, Aaron?
So a couple of things, Chris. Actually, just as you were reading that intro, I got confirmation that the same organization, the same annual meeting that's been happening in New Orleans, the membership there just voted to essentially ban women from any leadership role in the Southern Baptist Convention. Any church that is a part of the Southern Baptist Convention, this is a two-part vote, if you will, that has to happen. The vote today passed an amendment changing the constitution for this organization. There will have to be a second vote next year at the next annual convention to make it a permanent move for the church. These two churches in particular that were expelled from the Southern Baptist Convention earlier today are Fern Creek Baptist Church in Louisville and Saddleback Church in Southern California. You may recognize the name Saddleback Church. It is the largest church of the Southern Baptist Convention, or one of, founded by Rick Warren, the author of The Purpose-Driven Life. You may be familiar with that book. 23,000 members at this church, and because there were women in roles that earned them the title of pastor in some function, the Southern Baptist Convention membership, 12,000 members at this annual meeting, said that that was not something that was in line with Scripture and not something that was in line with the faith statement of the Southern Baptist Church. And because those two churches were not in line, they wanted to expel them from the convention as a result of these women being in those leadership roles, holding titles that included the word pastor. There were impassioned statements made yesterday before the vote by Rick Warren and by the pastor of Fern Creek Baptist Church, trying to maintain their memberships in this organization. But today, the vote that happened, there were 92% of the voters said they did not want Fern Creek Baptist to stay in the SBC. 89% said the same of Saddleback Church. And so at this point now, those two churches have been removed from membership, if you will, from the Southern Baptist Convention.
Again, this is a slow walk to fascism, the slow walk to a country that is based now on religion. That is what they're attempting to do. They want us to have a society based on some particular religion. We can't have that. And it starts slowly and it keeps moving down. But every step they make, the attacks on LGBTQ folks, the attack on trans folks, if you recall, they try to frame it as we're trying to protect our kid. No, that's not what this religiosity is about. Because as we proved by the video we did yesterday with attorney, I think the name was Brower. I don't remember her name, but that attorney pointed out that the vast majority of sexual crimes against kids are effected by pastors and those people who work for churches. Think about that. Think about that. Think about where we're going. Can't have that. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.